Aw, our bottle's broken. Is this what I think it is?
All the way from the motherland.
Oh. I see you've sampled some.
Well, I had to test to make sure if it's not poison.
How kind of you. So they think she's gonna notice?
Yeah.
You know, transmutation was never my strong point back in school. It's not that I didn't like it, it's just, well, I was never that good at it. I was going for a lion.
Oh, you missed.
Yeah, tell me about it. So what was your least favorite class in school?
That was that one with the leaves.
Divination?
That's it, yes. I just couldn't get into that.
So what was your favorite?
Against the dark arts. Oh, that and dueling.
Of course.
What about yours?
Duh. Care of magical creatures.
Yeah.
I'll give you one guess to figure out what Rowan's favorite class was.
Charms.
Wolfie, what did you do to the cat?
I love you.
Hello, my witches and wizards. This is Professor Rowan. We've got another brilliant event coming up on August 25th. It's going to be the first year Part 2 Brilliant event. It's running from August 25th at 11 a.m. Pacific time till September 1st, also at 11 a.m. my time zone. This one is all about the first year of school, and it's very specifically about the first year at school at Hogwarts, because there are going to be boosted Hogwarts Foundables on the map. The boosted Foundables are going to be a Ravenclaw student, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, and Gryffindor students. The students, as well as Minerva McGonagall herself, though that one is still going to be fairly rare. Those are all going to be generally boosted on the map, as well as boosted when you're using a tonic for trace detection. Speaking of tonic for trace detection, you will also be getting a free store pack, and that store pack will include the ingredients to brew your own tonic, as well as 25 spell energy. There are also going to be special 1.5k port keys, though, as you know, I don't usually do those anymore. Instead, I focus on the bonus event. But first, let's talk about the Foundables that are part of this brilliant event. There will be two Foundables out in the wild, Professor Sprout and Professor Flitwick. Both of those you will need 20 in order to place. Brilliant Professor Trelawney will be available from the task. Professor Slughorn comes to us through either the port keys or the bonus challenge, either one. And Nearly Headless Nick will be coming to us through the runestones. Now, though no quest specifically states that you need to place these images as part of the quest, I still suggest you hold off on placing them until Quest 4, and you'll see why in just a moment. But first, on to Quest 1. First off, you need to pick up something off of the map, twice, whether that be spell energy, an ingredient, port key, what have you. Pick something up twice. That will get you some Abraxian hair. Secondly, you need to use a tonic for trace detection. Not brew it this time, use it. That will get you 4 Snowdrop. Finally, you need to return 5 of Professor Sprout. Returning 5 of her will get you 1 strong a Stimulo Potion. For completing Quest 1, you will receive 550 Wizarding XP, 50 Brilliant Family XP, 2 Restricted Books, and 10 Spell Energy. Quest 2 has you using Master Notes when brewing a potion. Doesn't matter what potion at all, as long as you use the Master's Notes. That will get you 4 Angel Trumpet. You also need to collect 2 Brilliant Runestones. Runestones for this particular Brilliant family, which means potentially either placing images to get XP or collecting fragments, whatever you need to do to get the XP in order to get 2 of those runestones. 2 runestones equals 1 unicorn hair. Finally, you need to return 7 Hogwarts Schools Foundables. Not the brilliant ones, the ones for Hogwarts Schools. That will get you 1 dark detector. Now, depending on how you do this, you may end up actually being able to complete both of these very quickly. That one tonic for trace detection that you used in part 1 can help you get the pieces that you need for part 2, depending on how you time it. Your rewards for completing Quest 2 are 750 Wizarding XP, 75 Brilliant Family XP, 3 restricted section books, and 10 more spell energy. Quest 3 of 4 focuses pretty much on the Hogwarts school family, not so much on the Brilliant. For instance, you need to use 3 Hogwarts school runestones, not the Brilliant runestones, the Hogwarts school runestones. That will get you 6 Baneberry. You also need to earn 200 Hogwarts school family Wizarding XP, which means that all of those Foundables you've been collecting, this is the time you're going to want to place them, because placing them gives you that extra XP bonus. So don't place any Hogwarts school until this point. That will get you 2 Rumpet Horns. And finally, return 10 of Professor Flitwick. That will get you 1 silver key. Completing Quest 3 of 4 will get you 1,250 Wizarding XP, 75 Brilliant Family XP, 5 restricted section books, and 10 more spell energy. Quest 4 might slow you down a tiny bit. Everything up to this point has been pretty straightforward. There's nothing really fancy that you need to prepare for ahead of time, except possibly a little bit here. They don't specifically say that you need to place images from the Brilliant family at this point. However, your first piece is to earn 300 Brilliant Family XP. And as we all know, the best way to get Family XP is placing your images. So you're probably going to want to place the images for the Brilliant family at this time. That will get you 1 spellbook. You also need to complete 5 wizarding challenges with 3 or more people, which means you're going to be hanging out in the night bus, which means that I hope that they finally get all of these weird issues they've been having with the night bus resolved by this point. That will get you 1 more spellbook. Finally, you have to collect 10 mysterious note fragments, which are going to be apparently dropped from collecting Brilliant Family Foundables. Much like when we had to deal with the troll bogies, the note fragments will be dropped by those Brilliant Foundables. That will get you your final spellbook. Completing Quest 4 gives you 5 restricted section books, 50 gold, the Brilliant Image of Professor Trelawney, 30 spell energy, and 5 Defense Against the Dark Arts books. Now we're on to the bonus challenge. And honestly, the bonus challenge is just straightforward. For once. Didn't say it was going to be easy, just said it was pretty straightforward. Earning 10,000 Wizarding XP, for example. Pretty straightforward. Gonna need to use some brain elixirs for that, most likely. That will get you 1 spellbook. Return 45 Brilliant Foundables, of any kind. Pretty much straightforward. That gives you another spellbook. Defeat your highest unlocked chamber. We should be used to going into Dark 5 by now. And that will give you another spellbook. You also need 30 good spellcasts, which you can probably get on your 45 Brilliant Foundables that you have to collect. Those 30 good casts will give you a silver key. And finally, you need to defeat 7 formidable foes in a fortress. The formidable foes are the ones with 2 stars next to them. You're most likely to find them in the tower chambers. Taking on all those formidable foes will give you a Doddle Drop. Now completing this bonus challenge gives you 2,000 Wizarding XP, 100 Brilliant Family XP, a title for your Ministry ID, 5 of the Professor Slughorns, so you don't need to walk those Portkeys, 30 spell energy, and 5 more Defense Against the Dark Arts books. This is usually where I give you some tips and tricks, but this is pretty much straightforward. It's obvious they want you to be using a lot of tonics for trace detections because they're giving you the ingredients for them. They don't specifically tell you to brew them, but you have to specifically use them in the very beginning. I would suggest lots of tonics. They are giving you stuff for stimula potions. Probably want to brew a couple of those too, especially since you're going to have to go into your highest open chamber for the bonus challenge. And of course, brain elixirs for the bonus challenge also. When you look at things like 10,000 Wizarding XP, it can feel kind of daunting, but you have to remember that you get that while you're also working on the others. Each one of those 45 brilliant family Foundables that you're going to collect is going to give you Wizarding XP. Though you may not see a lot of formidable foes in, like, say, Dark 5, you can also get a lot of XP by grinding through the fortress. So that should help also. And also remember, they've been having a lot of issues with the fortresses, specifically with the night bus lately, and those of us who have to take the night bus, please try to be patient with what's going on right now. So what do you think? We've been having a lot of brilliant events lately. There were 3 this month, in fact. Probably because this month was a little long, or at least it felt a little long. I'm curious to see what kind of information we're going to be getting from those notes, because you can't tell me that those notes that they're going to be dropping, they won't give us any information about that. That would just be silly. You don't drop a clue like that without some kind of payoff. If you're finding these videos, especially the heads up that we can give you about different things you're going to need to do, if you find these videos helpful, please like, subscribe, share. It really does help us out. Thank you so much to our patrons. You guys make all of this craziness possible. And as always, my witches and wizards, make sure you're staying safe. So keep your eyes peeled, your ears open, and your wands ready.
Unsupervised. I will